Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. I had so many questions about how to remove extensions. So I'm going to show you how to do that here today. And if you want to see how I put extensions on, stay tuned. I have a whole video coming within the next week on how I apply these exact extensions right here. But for removal, the first thing I'm going to do is start by cutting down the length of the nail. This is going to make filing a whole lot easier and soak off a whole lot quicker. These are the clippers from Melody Susie that I got in the last box they sent me. I don't remember, maybe last month. So I got the length cut down, and now we're going to take away a little bit of that bulk with an e-file. And it just so happens that Melody Susie sent me over another box with another e-file. This is a whole gift box. Wait till you guys see how much stuff comes in this box. But I'm going to use the e-file from today's box to get rid of some of that bulk. And then I'm going to show you later how I clean up after I soak off. So here's the manicure gift box from Melody Susie. And thank you to Melody Susie for sponsoring this video and sending over this amazing box for me to check out. I'll leave it linked down below, but look at all the stuff that comes in this box. I'm going to zoom y'all out because I could not fit everything in frame. Another set of nail cutters. These things are amazing. If you're an extension person, you are going to love these nail clippers. Also in the box, we've got, look at these bits. Holy smokes. I'm so excited for these bits. I'm going to try one of them today. These are carbide. They're beautiful. They are going to be great for extensions or for filing down your dip powder or your hard gel. There are also some little embellishments for your nails, a whole bunch of nail files, which I'm super excited about because I can always use nail files. I know all of us can. Also in the box, this is a packed box. Some more little embellishments for your nails. They sent over a whole mess of sanding bands. These are what? I don't know what. Here, the sanding bands are 3 different grits on the sanding bands. So you got your coarse, your medium, and your fine grit sanding bands. Also in this box, we've got some gloves so you can cure your nails without worrying about harmful UV rays. I really should start wearing these. These are some liner brushes. They are so incredibly thin and they are Kolinsky. I am so excited to use these. These could be my new go-to brushes. I haven't tried them yet, but the next time I do nail art, I'm going to use them and I can't wait. And then we have the e-file. Now, if you have been with me for a hot minute, you know how I feel about Melody Susie products, more specifically their e-files. I have owned so many of them thanks to Melody Susie, and I will use them literally until the day I die. They're such high quality machines. They really do a great job for me on my nails as a non-professional. I am not a licensed nail tech. I'm a DIYer, probably like most of you guys are, but these e-files, I know they can be a little on the pricey side, but this is the one tool that I will preach. You really do get what you pay for. Invest in a high quality e-file if this is something you want to use. This is a great one. This is the Jade. Just to give you a comparison from the last e-file from them that I used, they're a little bit smaller, more compact, very lightweight. Even the handpiece for this Jade e-file is so lightweight, which you're going to see here in a minute. And I'm going to use this again to debulk my extension a little bit, and I'll use it to clean up and kind of prep my natural nail a little bit later. So there are more sanding bands. If you didn't have enough, now you do. It also comes with a stand for your handpiece. It comes with your charger and some diamond bits, which are great for nail prep. I only use diamond bits on my natural nail. Carbide you can use over your overlays and stuff like that. You don't want to use those on your natural nail. Only diamond bits and your fine grit sanding bands. That's my personal preference. So this e-file is a 35,000 RPM e-file, which means it has so much power for you to really debulk your nails and do removals specifically, but it's going to be great for literally anything. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to plug everything in. This does come charged, which is amazing. You don't have to charge it. It does have your forward and reverse, just so you guys know. You can use this with both hands, whether you're left-handed or right-handed or whatever. I like to use it in forward with my right hand and then in reverse with my left hand. So we're gonna debulk. I'm just gonna take off a little bit of that extension with one of these carbide bits they sent over, and that again is going to make soak off a little bit quicker for me, which I will be showing you in this video, so stay tuned if you want to see how I do my soak offs, like my no fail way, quickest way ever to do a soak off. that will be included in this video. So stick around if you want to see exactly how I do that. It's a little weird, but it works. It works for me. I know a lot of other people who have tried it and it works for them too. So if you have been struggling with soak-offs, stay tuned. I have got you covered. So without further ado, let us try this Jade e-file to remove a little bit of bulk off these extensions. Okay, so I got a little bit of that bulk off. They're a little bit roughed up, which means the acetone will have an easier time penetrating, and that's what I have. I got a bowl of dry, hot rice. I've got some acetone, 100% acetone. It has to be 100% pure acetone. Nail polish remover will not work. And a little bit of oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you have laying around. I used olive oil because I was in the kitchen and I was lazy. So I used olive oil. And now I'm going to put my hand in this plastic baggie and let it soak. This is going to be an uncut clip. It is double time, so you're going to see it go very fast, but we're going to chat a little bit about how I soak off and why I use what I use while you're watching me soak off. I am rubbing my nails on the paper towel that's inside that bag. This acts as a little bit of an abrasive. I wouldn't recommend using anything harsher. I've seen a lot of people use like Brillo pads or scrubby sponges or dryer sheets. I would not recommend that. Your natural nails can be very sensitive. They can be thin. They can be flexible and flimsy and break easily. So I would not recommend using something abrasive. You only want to use a paper towel. That is all I use, and it does a great job. As for the oil, I find this keeps your skin more hydrated and it gets less dry coming out of the acetone. And if you're wondering if that has an impact on your prep later for doing your nails, I have not had a problem. If you are more prone to lifting, I would encourage you to wash your hands, get rid of all that oil, and then wait like an hour before you prep your nails for your next set. But that's if you're a problem lifter. If you're like me and you have very dry nails naturally, the oil should not cause a problem. You'll just dehydrate your nails really well, remove any of the shine from your nail, and then you can go on to do your next set immediately. So the hot rice, I know it's a little weird, but it works. I find that heat really expedites the way the acetone works. So you want to use something with warmth. And I just find for me, rice holds heat a lot better than hot water. So I like to use dry rice. I microwave it for 30 seconds and then I mix it around and then I do another 30 seconds. I have tried doing a full minute and I have set the rice on fire and almost burned my house down. So please don't do that. Heed my advice. Be careful when you're heating up your rice. You can also use a heating pad. I've done that before and that works pretty well. This just happens to be more convenient, especially with two girls in the house who are constantly stealing my heating pad. They don't typically take my dry rice, so it's more readily available for me. But if you have a heating pad that is accessible, then go right ahead and use that. So we've been soaking for a little bit now. I'm going to take my hand out of the bag here in a minute and do a halfway point check-in so you can see how it's going. And if you're wondering what I use to apply these extensions, these I did with glue. If you are using gel to adhere your press-on nails or your extensions, then you can still do this method. It just might take you a little longer. Here's the halfway point. About 3 minutes in, all the extensions are off. Now I have a little bit of glue residue that I'm going to soak off. If you are wondering how to apply the extensions, I do have a video coming up. I'm going to show you 2 ways to apply extensions, one using glue and one using gel. So if you've been on the struggle bus trying to get your extensions on or your press-ons on, non-opaque press-ons, you don't want to be applying press-on nails that are fully opaque using gel, but I will have videos coming up on exactly how I do that. So as you can see, everything's soaked off beautifully in about 6 minutes. So now that I've gotten all of that off my nail, I'm going to go ahead and prep my natural nail using the same e-file, about 5,000 RPM. You want to keep this super slow on your natural nail. I'm not applying any pressure, zero pressure. We're going to let the e-file do the work for us. I'm using the diamond, the very, very narrow, skinny diamond like cylinder bit, and I'm just going to graze around my cuticle area. That is it. I'm just taking away all of the cuticle buildup on my natural nail. Just dead skin really, and that is going to help prevent lifting when I go to do my next set. So all I'm going to do for prep is this and then a gentle buff over the surface of my nail, dehydrate, and I'm ready for my next set. Yes, I do have a little nail trauma on my pinky nail. We're not going to talk about it. Okay, we'll talk about it. The soak off method where you soak off press-ons in soapy water with oil, that did not work well for me. At all. I did attempt it. I was going to film it for you guys, but I got a little over aggressive. I yanked my nail off thinking it was ready and it was not, and I caused a little nail trauma. It is healing. It doesn't hurt. It is fine, but that is what's going on with my pinky in case you saw it and you're wondering, is she having an allergic reaction to gel? No, it has nothing to do with gel. I have not used gel on my natural nail in quite some time. It is just a little bit of nail trauma, but she is healing and doing quite well. I'm going to finish off with a little bit of cuticle oil because I'm not going to do a set just yet. And I'm literally done. As always, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you use a different method to remove your extensions. Let me know if you try this one and this one works for you. Let me know if you've tried soaking your nails in the hot water / soap / oil. And let me know if that worked for you. Maybe it's a me problem. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.